Miracles in the life of Graciano. Graciano has many things to be thankful for in his life. He has been thanking our Lord God for 8 miracles in his life, and this list is secretly inserted in the prayer book of the Divine Mercy. In one of their trips from Nueva Ecija to Manila, he and his friends rode on the top of the train, and due to exhaustion, Graciano fell asleep and rolled off the train. Surviving with minor scratches, he ended up in Bulacan. Traversing the tracks, he was able to arrive after a day's walking. In the 1930s, the landscape of Bagong Bayan was a vast shoreline for which the people dug wells as a source of water to wash their clothes. The young Graciano, with his playmates, were looking at the water from the mouth of the well when his friends pushed him down. Unable to swim, he used his feet every time he touched the bottom and would kick himself to bounce back to the surface. His friends realized and rushed to his father for help. Eustaquio, his father, was able to save him in time. As a lad, Graciano had a wonderful and exciting childhood. Bagong Bayan was full of fruit-bearing trees. The young Graciano was no exception, with the younger kids climbing trees in order to get its fruits. So when Graciano climbed a 16-foot duhat tree, a branch broke, which could have sent him falling into the ground at full force. His bones and skull could have been severely fractured, but the branches below slowed down his fall. Because of this, he ended up with minor scratches and no bones were fractured. During his active duty as a military police in the Philippine Constabulary, he was assigned to Nueva Ecija to counter the Hukbalahap movement. He was asked by a CO to scout the front as the platoon rests in enemy-infested areas. Graciano saw a man with a rifle about 100 yards away and began shooting at him. Graciano identified himself as being from the military, but more shots were fired against him. Eventually the man went away to secure his safety, and the encounter ended with no harm done to either of them. Graciano played bowling and hunted ducks as his hobbies. In 1967, with his cousin Anting Camesa and his compadre Pasay, ventured to build a superboat for hunting wild ducks. A test run was done from Bagong Bayan to Talim Island. Needless to say, things went wrong. The waves were high and the boat could not handle it. The boat nosedived, sending it to the bottom of the lake. Graciano's instinct was to remove his clothes to lighten up his load. If he swims, he will have exhausted all his energy and end up succumbing to the force of the lake. To conserve his energy, what he did was float and not swim. He let the current bring him to where it desired. He reflected on what happened and wondered how he floated to the surface. During that moment, he floated on the surface of the water and thought of what would happen to his family if he died at that crucial moment. It's as if he talked to death, but God had another plan, and he was saved along with one of his friends. The other 5 drowned, and he thought that it was his time to reconcile with God. He entered the Crucilo movement, which transformed him to have a personal relationship with our Lord. He has never missed a Mass on Sunday since, and is still active in church activities.